The man cut off the woman's hair, then smeared lard all over her body. He carefully wrapped the corpse in gauze. An hour later, he took out a scraper and removed all the oil from the body, mixing it with alcohol and stirring thoroughly. Finally, he placed the mixture in a container to distill and purify it. Soon, a single drop of essential oil capturing the young woman's natural scent was extracted. Not long ago, Mark had been deeply captivated by a young woman's fragrance. Without hesitation, he leaned in behind her and inhaled deeply. Terrified, the girl screamed loudly. Mark forcefully covered her mouth, and because he used too much strength, he accidentally suffocated her to death. As her life slipped away, the sweet scent on her body gradually dissipated. This prompted Mark to vow he would find a way to preserve a young woman's natural fragrance. To experiment, Mark placed a young woman in a container. Unfortunately, he still couldn't extract the scent from the human body. Mark refused to give up. He found a prostitute on the street and offered her a substantial sum of money. Mark produced a tub filled with lard, intending to spread it on her skin. But when she saw the tools Mark had laid out, the prostitute not only changed her mind immediately, but also cursed him vehemently. Mark, however, wouldn't let his prey escape so easily. What awaited her was the end of her life. Mark successfully extracted the prostitute's scent using the fat method. He poured the distilled essential oil onto his hand, and sure enough, the prostitute's dog was attracted to its owner's scent. At this moment, Mark conceived a bold idea. He would create the legendary Supreme perfume using the essential fragrances of 13 young women. From that point on, Mark began hunting young women throughout the city. Consequently, 12 young women fell victim to his obsession. When this happened, Lola's father became extremely anxious and fled the city with her under the cover of night. But the final scent Mark needed was Lola's unique fragrance. Early the next morning, Mark detected that distinctive smell growing distant. Unwilling to let his soon-to-be-completed Supreme perfume slip away, he hurriedly chased after them out of the city. Following the scent, he quickly found Lola. With the extraction of the final drop of essential oil, Mark finally completed his long-desired Supreme perfume. Just then, a group of armed guards surrounded him. It turned out that shortly after Mark left, the guards had discovered the clothes of the murdered young women in his residence. But the guards made one critical mistake. They didn't confiscate the Supreme perfume Mark carried. Before his execution, Mark took out the bottle. A carriage arrived at the execution ground, and Mark stepped down dressed in splendid attire. Everyone who saw him knelt down, even the executioner, who proclaimed Mark's innocence. Mark placed a drop of the Supreme perfume on his handkerchief. As the fragrance spread, people involuntarily fell to their knees before him. Due to copyright restrictions, this is all we can show of this story. It's called Perfume: The Story of a Murderer.